control.
Okay guys, so these are the random problems na isosolve natin for the chapter na Equilibrium of Force Systems. So these are random problems for each topic. So simulan natin dito sa problem na ito. So we have a system of cable. So meron tayong cable A, cable B, cable C, and cable D, which is supporting the following loads. So at this point, meron kang 300 pound, and at this point, meron kang 400 pound. Okay, so kung maaalala doon sa discussion natin, di ba may rule tayo na dapat kapag may i-consider kang system of cable, dapat yung dalawang member lang or dalawang cable lang yung hinahanap. Since ang available equation of equilibrium lang na pwede natin gamitin is dalawa. Summation of forces X and summation of forces Y. So between these two, alin dyan sa point na yan, yung meron lang dalawang cable na naka-connect sa kanya. Okay, so we will start with this assembly. And then after getting the value of tension C, dito sa cable na to, we can now proceed dito sa system na to, okay? Since meron na tayong value nito, so dalawang member na lang yung, o dalawang cable na lang yung walang value. Okay, so pangalanan natin to as FBD1, ito, and this one as my FBD2. Okay, so ano nga mangyayari? Di ba ang ating cable, anong force nga ang nag-a-act sa kanya? So di ba kapag cable, lagi siyang ginagamit in tension. So this is pangalanan natin as TA or the tension in cable A, this one as my TB, this as my TC, and this as my TD. And then yung weight natin always directed downward, or to the center of the earth. So kung downward yan, so meron ka ditong 400, and dito meron kang 300. But before that, let's analyze first kung ano yung mga magiging angle niya. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo dito, the angle between TC and TB is equivalent to 105. So kailangan natin is yung angle na ito. Or pwede rin ang kunin mo is yung angle na to, yung with respect to sa y-axis. So alam natin na ang total angle niyan is 180, yung kalahati ng isang circumference, di ba? O isang kalahati ng isang revolution. Or ang pwede mong gawin, ito, diretso lang natin. Okay, so knowing that this angle is equivalent to 30, di ba? And this is 90 degrees. Ayan, so kung 30 to, ano yung magiging value nito? So this will be equals to 60. And that if that is 60, therefore, ito, iba 105. So ano yung magiging value ng angle na to? So 105 minus 60, so that will be 45 degrees. Okay? And if this is equivalent to 30, ito, di ba ito, A equals lang din saan? So 30 degrees. Okay, so I think kompleto na tayo ng mga angles. So we can now proceed with FBD1. So ang susunod na solution dito is just draw the free body diagram 1. So gawa ka lang ng X and Y axis, and then ilatag mo dyan yung mga forces na present dito sa FBD1. So ang una is yung weight, which is directed downward na 400 pound. And then next, we have here the cable D. So pangalanan natin siya as TD, which is acting at an angle of 75 degrees with respect to the Y axis. And we have here cable C, so denoted by the force TC, which is acting at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so with that, gamitin natin yung equation, summation of forces X and summation of forces Y. So pili na lang kayo doon sa dalawa if alin doon yung gusto nyong unahin. But ang gawin na lang natin, unahin natin sa summation of forces X. So what will happen here is 2 equation 2 unknown, okay? Okay, so let's start with the force TD. So TD, so para makuha yung X component niya, so kung ito is 75, so anong gagamitin nyo? Sine or cosine? Diba sine? So TD sine of 75, then papunta siya sa kanan, so positive, and then ito, TC, from which yung kanyang X component is papunta sa kaliwa, therefore minus TC, and then sine 30. So meron pa ba tayong X forces? Wala na, So that will be equals to 0. So this will be our equation number 1. And then the other one is by using summation of forces Y, assuming that upward direction is positive. So the equation will be, so ang gawin nyo guys, unahin nyo na lang din to yung TD. para pag sinalpak natin sa ALQ, hindi na tayo magta-transpose o magpapalipat-lipat ng mga variables. So, TD, so para makuha yung y component niya, so multiply mo ng cosine 75 and then yung TC. So, since pataas din yung kanyang y component, so magiging plus TC cosine 30. And then, meron pa tayong isa, so minus 400. Pero ang gawin natin, i-transpose na natin sa kabila para mahabol natin yung form sa calculator na So, transpose mo sa kabila, magiging positive, or the equation will be this one, equals to 400. Okay? So, this will be our equation number 2. So, when we solve equation 1 and equation 2, or by process of elimination, solve 1 and 2. Okay? So, para sa may mga calc yung ganito, input na lang natin. So, siguro maalam na naman gumamit ito, no? So, ang pipindutin nyo lang is menu, tapos A, tapos 1 for simultaneous equation, and then type the number of unknown. So, meron tayong dalawang unknown na value, so type mo lang yung 2. And then, ito yung form niya. So, AX plus BY is equals to C, which is itong form na to. No? Kaya dinala na agad natin siya sa ganitong form. So, isalpak mo lang yung mga, equation. So, TD sin 75, so ito yung para sa X value natin, yung TD. And then, para sa Y value, so negative sin 30, so negative sin 30, and then 0, and then cosine 75, and then positive cosine 30, and then 400. So, we will have an answer for TD na 207.0552 pound, and we have TC of 400 pound. Okay, so we're done with this. Ayan. So, ang sunod will be for FBD 2. Okay, so drawing mo lang yung FBD 2. So again, draw the X and Y axis. And then ilagay mo yung mga known forces. So meron kang 300 pound downward. And then it is connected here. So TC, kung saan may value na tayo na 400. And then isulat mo na lang to. 60 degrees. Ayan. And then we have here TA. And we have TB. So TB is acting at 45 degrees. Okay, so ano munang unahin natin dito, guys? So mas maganda mag-summation muna tayo ng forces ng Y, di ba? Para si TB lang yung unknown. Kasi kapag nag-summation ka ng forces X, ito, isasama mo pa. So 2 unknown yun. So unahin mo muna si TB. Take summation ng forces ng Y, assuming upward forces as positive. So we have TB, so sine 45. And then lahat pababa na. So minus 400, so sine 60, and then minus 300 is equals to 0. So transpose mo lang yung dalawa sa kabila and then divide that by sine 45, or the answer will be equals to, so pindutin lang natin sa ALQ. So 300 plus 400 sine 60, and then divided by sine 45. So we will have an answer of 914.162. So verify ko lang, okay? Okay, so tama naman. And then since we have now the value of TB, so we can now proceed with summation of forces X. Summation of forces X is equals to 0. So unahin natin to. So TA, so since papunta siya sa kaliwa, so minus TA plus TB na 914.1620 multiply by cosine 45, and then plus 400 cosine 60. Tama ba? Is equals to 0. So transpose mo lang to sa kabila. Therefore, TA is just the sum of these two equations. So answer, so times cosine 45 plus 400 cosine 60. Okay. So the answer is 846.4102 pound. Okay, so these are the answer. Nahanap na natin lahat ng unknown. So if ipina-underline lang yung sagot, underline nyo lang. Pero ako, mahilig ako magpa-box, so i-box nyo yung final answer. Then always take 4 decimal places. Okay. Okay guys, so let's proceed with the next problem. Okay, so problem number 2. So we have two weightless bars pinned together as shown in the figure. So we have here bar AB and bar AC, which is connected by a pin at point A, and at point A, bar AB and bar AC is supporting a load of 350 pound downward. To determine the force P and F. So sa problem nyo, pinangalanan to as member P and this one as F, acting respectively along bars AB and AC that maintains equilibrium at point or at pin A. Okay. So first things first, alamin muna natin yung mga slope ng bar. Again, it's up to you. If ang gusto mong gamitin is yung angle of inclination niya, ito naman ma-compute natin, or itong, let's say, angle phi. Pero kabisaduhin nyo na gumamit ng slope. Ano? So, paanakin natin siya. Ano ba yung slope nitong member na to? Okay. So, knowing that this horizontal is equals to 8, kasi kung mapapansin nyo guys, di ba nakabuo lang siya ng isang parang triangle. Ayan. From which ito is equals to 8, and yung height niya is equals to 10. So, both is divisible by 2, or that can be written as 5:4, and then ito, that is just equals to 5 squared plus 4 squared, and then square root of that. Or that is equals to square root of 41. And then for member F, or yung AC mo, that is equivalent lang sa triangle na to. From which ito is equals to 4, and ito si 10, and then both is divisible by 2, or that can be written as 2, 5, and then this one is square root of 5 squared plus 2 squared, or square root of 29. Tama ba? Okay. Okay, after that, ayun lang. Gawa ka lang ng free body diagram. So, i-consider mo tong part na to. So, by making free body diagram of that figure, so we have a 350 pound acting vertically downward. So, this is point A. And then, we have member P and F. Okay guys, so for P and F, mag-a-assume muna tayo ng direction dito. Ano? So, let's just say na yung P mo is under tension. And yung force F mo, so assume natin na compression siya. Okay, so sa pag-assume ng direction, merong technique dyan. Ano? Kung mapapansin mo guys, hindi ko kasi ito ginawa na tension din. Kasi ang mangyayari dyan, if i-consider mo yung horizontal component niya o yung x component, eh di ba ang mangyayari kung ito ay tension din, pareho silang pakanan. Kung saan, hindi siya magiging equilibrium. Ano? Dapat kasi meron siyang isang paaliwa para maging equilibrium. Ano? But, gaya nga nasabi doon sa lecture, wala namang problema kung magkamali ka ng assume. The negative sign will tell you na mali lang yung assume mo. Ano? So, ang pwede mong gawin, baliktarin mo yung direction and then itama mo yung kanyang sign. Okay, so ayun lang. Test lang natin. Okay, so in-assume ko muna siya nagpaganito. And then give naman yung slope. Again, this is 5, this is 4, this is square root of 41. And then this one, this is 2, this is 5, this is square root of 29. Parang mas madali nga ito compared to sa kanina So, to equation 2 unknown, mahanap natin si P and F. So, take muna tayo ng summation ng forces. Ano gusto nyo? X equals to 0, assuming in this direction as positive. So, P multiplied by 4 divided by square root of 41. Pagkuha lang ng component to chapter 2. Component of a force. And then, ito, since pakaliwa, so minus F. So, multiply mo ng 5 over square root ng 29. Then, meron pa bang horizontal forces? Wala na. So, equals to 0. I will let this as my equation number 1. And then, yung isang equation will be coming from summation of forces y, assuming upward direction as positive, equals to 0. So, we have P, positive, pataas kasi, times 5 over square root of 41. And then, itong F natin, so, pasaan ang anyang y component? Di ba pababa? So, minus F times 2 over square root of 29. And then, ito, pababa. So, minus, and then, transpose ko sa kabila, so, magiging positive or equals to 350. Equation number 2. So, when we solve equation 1 and equation 2, so by process of elimination, or ang gamitin mo, yung calculate na lang natin, mode A, 1, 2. So, pack mo lang itong mga to. So, 4 divided by square root of 41. And then, negative 5 divided by square root of 29. And 0. And then, 5 divided by square root of 41. Negative 2 divided by square root of 29. And then 350. Okay, so the answer for P is equals to 659.1451 pound. So tama na siya is in tension. And we have for force F or for member AC, that is 443.4842 pound. Okay guys, so let's proceed with the next problem.